Welcome back to our day stream 3 and the main, hopefully the first one that's going to be recorded to a decent standard of the Farsley Celtic save from the Vanarama National League, all National League North, all the way up to the Premier League. We are currently sat in 5th after previously all the media predicted us to be, I believe, 20th. So at the moment we are severely 22nd. There you go, severely overperforming at the moment. The team is currently looking like this. We've had a bit of a struggle the last few games. A few people got some injuries and such. As a result, we're trying to throw the team around a little bit, try and hopefully, as we go forward, bring in some new players. But for the time being, our funding is low. We have a decent amount of balance for this area, for this league. However, wage budget we're already over, and our board will not let us have any other money whatsoever. So, at the moment, we are currently... Our next game is against Blythe, who I expect to be a decent team this year. However, they're currently sat in 12th. So we are looking better than them. I do want to check a few things out. Yeah, it's not going to start. I do want to check a few things out before we get started with general performance and things like that. At the moment, our main striker, Coulson, is doing pretty well with 5 goals. I wasn't certain about him at the start of the season. However, at the moment, he is performing, so we appreciate that. One thing I do need to change is our set pieces, because currently Coulson is also taking our set pieces, which is probably not what we actually want. I'm going to take him out and try and add a couple other people that might be good options otherwise. In fact, for the time being, I'm just going to do that. So Watson, who's currently playing, so that's good, and that's both corners, I believe. Yeah, I think we want in-swingers, we want the corner taker. I am currently only looking at one side, so that's fine. Free kicks from deep, we do not want. Okay, Leverett's on them at the moment, that is fine. And free kicks from wide, again, we don't want Coulson on those, we want him to be lurking in the box. So, out you go. Watson's starting, so that is fine. From deep, again, we don't want Coulson to take them even if Watson isn't on the pitch. And from shooting range, actually, Watson's pretty good. I'm going to put Coulson up front for that, just because I think that's probably try and help his stats going forward a little bit more. Okay, so our last game, against Kingsling Town, we actually performed better than them with XG. However, we sadly couldn't finish the game. And then just having a look at, is it Yao Silva? Yeah, our Portuguese winger, who is only 17, I believe. He is improving in most areas, a little bit worse in others, but we're getting there. Okay, on to the next game. As you can see there, Darren Stevenson is out at the moment. He is probably our best player. So our best player we've been playing is left wing, but at the moment he is injured. Hopefully get him back in the next 2 or 3 days, which I think is necessary. 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 weeks, in fact. Against Blythe, they're trying to put Evans on instead of Watson. If I'm not mistaken, I think Watson's actually a better player, so I will quickly check that before doing anything. At the moment, Evans actually looks a little bit better. Free kick, long shots, heading and marking. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think Jack Evans should probably be playing. Oh, that's going to screw up free kicks and such, but that's probably worth making that substitution, actually. So, Jack, in you come. I don't really want you being the playmaker, though, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what your passing's like compared to Atkinson. 10 passing, actually, okay, you're fine. You will do. Happy to have you there. And keep the team as it is. Otherwise, I think their other suggestions are not things we want to do. We do not want to bring on Yumbi Fisher, and again, Asenso doesn't seem to be performing as well as Misambo, so I'm keeping him in as well. Let's continue. Try and get straight into a match. Alrighty. Board request did not increase the transfer budget, and I'm trying to get them to improve recruitment for the youth team, but I don't think they're going to happen anyway. Scale up the youth recruitment network. Youth recruitment is already good. We have one, under 21s at the moment is just one goalkeeper. We have nothing else. I mean, I thought you showed more ambition. No, okay, well, we'll leave it there. Brilliant, fantastic, thanks for that. Quick look at you. Okay, we'll have a bit of a scout of you, I think. Oh god, who you wanted by Southport. Oh, that's not the same guy. Hang on. Oh, we just moved up. Oh, the phone. Hang on a second. Louis Beckett. I would like to give me a week on him. This guy, 29, South African, great name. No, not for now. We haven't really got the money to spend on anyone anyway, so we will move on. Okay, game against Blythe Spartans. Here we go. Ben Atkinson is still injured. Stevenson is still injured. And Smith is okay. Not perfectly capable, but we'll see how it goes. Not making those changes. Do not want to go more attacking. Keep a close eye on Jack Evans. That's fine. And let's go straight into it. I'm happy with where we're at with that. Oh, why is Jack Evans there? No. Jack Evans should be playing. Keeping an eye on him, however, I want to keep an eye on him on the field. Yeah, I'm going to happy with starting, but Yumbin probably will have to come on. George Smith is he short of full fitness? I think he's fine. I'm going to start it and just see how we go. Here we go, into our first game of the stream, our 6th game of the season, I think. Oh, it might be a little bit more than that, actually, but I'll check that. We start the season rather well. I think we won the first 3 games on the bounce. Our pre-season went quite well as well, actually, although losing to Ipswich, but not really expecting to do any better than that. Losing to Ipswich 4-1. So we did score against the Championship team, which is a fantastic result. I will keep harping back to that because we are 4 or 5 divisions below them. So 4 divisions, I believe. So here we go. Straight into it. I will double check that we are still on. Key highlights, we are indeed fantastic. Bit of encouragement to start the game, and let's get going. Already nervous about the fitness of Silver. He's definitely going to be coming off at half time, but I thought giving him a little bit of a run out may not be the worst thing. Okay, Leverett plays it into Evans, the new guy. See if he can make, I say new guy, the guy that's come into the team that wasn't previously playing. And Colson's been tripped, does nothing from the referee. Carroll, ooh, right back, puts it just over the bar. Not a bad attempt, not a bad start. Seemed to be pretty comfortable at the start there. We're already 10 minutes in and it doesn't look too bad. Let's keep going. Okay, Carroll on the wing, out to Atkinson. Silver is already looking unhappy, but can he get on the end of it? He can't. Out to Smith. Oh, he's put it at the back of the net, surely. Is that... It's an own goal. Oh, it bounced off Joe Oliver and has gone in. I didn't think much from the strike itself from Smith, but obviously it's done enough to bounce off of Oliver and go into the back of the net. It'd be good to see a second view of this because I did not expect much. I was sat back and relaxing. Silver jumped nowhere near it, and then a pitiful shot, and it bounced off Oliver. I can't tell exactly where, but it's caused the goalkeeper to dive the wrong way, and we are 1-0 up against Blythe. Good start to the game. Here we go. Half an hour in almost, and Silver's really struggling, bless him. I think I'm going to have to take him off at half time. Well, I'm definitely going to have to take him off at half time. I'm tempted to take him off earlier, but if he gets on the ball and stays, I was going to say, which probably should. I want him to stay comfortable, but I don't want to take him off the pitch, but I'm nervous about extra injuries, especially with a couple of our best players out at the moment. It's a great header forward. Coulson's on the end of it. in the back of the net. Is he onside? He looked okay to me, even if he wasn't. The linesman is nowhere near that line, so we will happily accept that. If we were in the Premier League, there's a chance that that may not have worked because he may have been offside. Or am I talking rubbish? Let's have a look. Atkinson's onside. Oh, he's well onside. He's been let on massively, not by little, but this man here, I cannot click on his name to find out exactly who he was, but I am content. Another great goal from Coulson, a great assist, and we are 2-0 up. This is a great start. First game back on the stream. Buxton are already 3-0 up. They're a good outfit this year by the looks of it. And a third highlight, could this be 3-0 going into half-time? Would be a fantastic start. Down to Missambo. Carroll on the right-hand side. We're looking good down this right-hand side. Ebanks was our one and only signing for the season. And a wonderful crossing. You can see why he was a signing. Silva on the back post. Little bit over the top, and Mitchell, I think, probably had it covered. And I know you want to be substituted, Zhao, but we'll wait until half-time. Just want to keep Yumbi nice and comfortable with just 45 minutes for him. Just before half-time, they've got a free kick. Fotheringham has got ahead of his man, and it's gone in. There was 3-4 people in the back post there, and including the goalkeeper, and it's been lost out against the defender. We are really struggling against set pieces the last few games. There was 3 men there, all of which lost it, and then just there, Coulson left his man. Is it surprising that the striker was the one that left his man? Probably not. Into the dressing room, 2-1. I feel as if I was happy with his performance. I'm going to say that, but what I'm going to do, I'm definitely going to take off João Silva and probably, yeah, it's going to have to be Yumbi. Yumbi's coming on. Let's have a look to see how he fares in the wing position. We put him out there. Yeah, his crossing's okay. He's not amazing. He is still young though, so let's give him a bit of a run out to see how he does. On the pitch, everyone else is okay. Masambo's on a yellow. We'll keep an eye on him. But yeah, feeling all right. Let's get straight into it. Yumbi is on. João Silva's off. Let's give it a good go. Almost 50 minutes in now. Looking, I'd say comfortable, but that last goal makes the XG look very, very different. Little is on the ball, more of an Audi fan myself, but hopefully we can take the ball back from them and have a bit of a counter. Cousin Dawson as a centre-back. Out to Oliver. Yumbi's intercepted. That's a great interception. This is how you get back in the team, Yumbi. Great ball out. Evans thought was going to play a through ball to Smith, but Smith instead comes back inside. Back to Allen, who had an interesting game a couple of weeks ago, giving away a penalty, but then getting up the other side of the field, of which the penalty was saved by Levan, then getting up the other side of the field and scoring a goal himself. I would not be against the same situation happening again today. Smith, long ball over to Coulson. There's no way he's getting on the end of that, but Ebanks finds it on the right-hand side in the corner. Long crossover. Yumbi's towards the back post. He was unmarked, however, they just managed to get across. Smith gets on the end of it, though, and surely pull it back to Yumbi. Ooh, good goal from Dylan Yumbi. Some great attacking work. Great support from the left-back Smith, and Yumbi stands in the right place at the right time and slots it home. 3-1 to Farsley, and some great attacking play. It's a lot of good pressure up the wings there, which is what we're trying to do, especially with their fullbacks being a bit tired and also playing a quite compact formation. We really want to try and exploit that. However, they look to exploit us there. We are struggling to defend, but we score more goals than them. It does not matter. Can we defend a set piece for once? First few games of the season, we looked unstoppable defensively. However, the last 3 or 4, we seem to be taking we're leaking a few more goals and looking a little bit more uncomfortable. Now then, can Smith get out to him? Doesn't look like it. McGowan plays it back, and Atkinson gets the ball comfortably in the box, clears it up, and that is the end of the attack. I am comfortable with that. Now then, just purely because he's on a yellow card, Miss Sambo, you're going to come off for Ascenso, and Harry Sheridan. Is it Harry? It is Harry. I appreciate some of your physicals. You're a bit aggressive though for me, and I'm a bit nervous about that at the moment. I will, however, leave it with just a one substitution, get him out there and try and shore up the defence a little bit. We are still looking good. I am, cross coming in from a corner from Smith. Alan gets on it. Oh, great save from their keeper. Alan almost fulfilling the prophecy that I gave him of scoring. However, Mitchell is, despite being on a 6.1, has definitely bettered him there with a great save down his right hand side. Evans on the wing throws it into Deverdick. Great name to McGowan. McGowan's got the best of Atkinson. McGowan on the outside of the box, outside of the foot, and it's gone through everyone again. I feel like Laban could have done better there. But alas, it has gone through his hands, and we are once again back to just a 1 goal ahead. Even so, again, a great outside of the boot, and it's just sped through. And who is this? You've let the side down there. I want to say, was that before Masambo managed to come off? I'm not quite certain. However, we will put it behind us and hopefully score another, get the game to 4-2, take it out of the hands of Blythe, and that will be that. Come on, Alan. Out to the left wing. Smith has got acres of space, and instead he decides to play it out to Youngby, who again feeds Smith on that left wing. Long ball over. Atkinson is free in the centre. A lovely free. Oh, what a volley from Atkinson. His first goal of the season. Obviously, at the moment, his brother Ben is injured, and I'm sure Chris is going to attribute that goal into, I want to say into his brother's name. He is not dead. He is just injured. However, that volley is a wonderful goal for anyone, and anyone would appreciate that being scored for them. Again, questions of the goalkeeper. However, we do not care. We are 4-2 up. Let's try and shore this up a little bit now. I'm going to decrease the tempo, decrease the directness, increase the time wasting ever so slightly, and let's play for some set pieces. At the moment, I think we may be playing too wide for, that's attacking width. I want to keep the width on the attacking width. However, when we're out of possession, I think we need to be a little bit more central. So let's try and trap them outside, because at the moment they're trapping inside, and that's causing problems. And let's just leave it there and just see where that goes. Let's just leave it there. Pretty happy with that. A long ball over, and Smith gets on the end of it. That's a good interception. Not that it was going anywhere near any of the Blythe Spartans. Leverett loses the ball in the centre of the pitch there. He's had an okay game, but not quite a standout. Can we get a hold of this and try and slow things down? Again, we are 2 goals to the good. Hopefully, also good tackle from Arneson, who's got a little bit of space now for the Blythe Spartans. A great interception from Ebanks. He is through, playing it, running in towards the corner, potentially wasting some time. Carroll into Atkinson. Atkinson play it inside to Coulson. Coulson back to Evans. Evans over the top to Youngby. Youngby gets on the end of it, the header back into the Coulson. Coulson, what a goal! A 7th goal of the season, and some wonderful team play there from Farsley. Coulson gets on the end of that. Some great work from Youngby to climb higher than the right back there. What some lovely, not quite tiki-taka, but not far off it. In fact, there was a lot of single touch stuff there. A great lofted header over. And Coulson with another strike. Another strike from him, another goal from Coulson. Bear in mind, we were thinking about changing him out at the beginning of the season. I'm happy that we have stuck with the man. That is 2 goals from Coulson, 1 goal from Youngby, 1 from Atkinson, and an own goal, which I think was slightly unfair on Evans to not score it, to not get the goal going towards him. However, we will take it. 5-2. This is brilliant. Praise the lads. And what I'm going to do, just to protect the man, Or who do we protect this situation? I think we've got to protect... I want to protect Coulson. Maybe we put Yumby up front. And maybe we bring Coulson into a centre attacking mid, but on the left, and then we throw in... I really want to throw in Watson, but we haven't really got much of an option. Leverett can't play up there. Screw it, Watson. You play out there. You'll be fine. And Smith, I'm going to push you up a little more. You deserve some attacking freedom. Bear in mind how good you've been so far. And that's there just to protect Coulson. Can't really afford to lose our striker at the moment. As good as Yumby's been, I would very much appreciate maintaining him and keeping our main striker Coulson fit and healthy. Into the 86th minute, 87th. Our XG, despite looking at 1.86, yes, we've had a couple of good volleys. Theirs is definitely inflated by a tap-in goal from McGowan, I believe it was. However, 5-2 may look a little bit flattering on our side. Maybe 5-3 after Tucker is left completely at the right-hand post. Carroll, Ascenso, Allen, where are you, lads? Completely left. We've got 5 men on the outside of the box here and 3 in the middle there. Yes, you may have been blocked off a little bit there. However, you, sir, I think I might have been Evans, I'm not sure. Even side, poor defensive display, but I'm speaking too soon. I was going to say a 5-3 win is a fantastic result for us nonetheless. Be a bit nervy if we concede another one now. Let's try and slow the game down. If we score a 6th, I'm not going to complain. Atkinson, great hold-up play to Carroll. Need to make a run here, Banks. There you go, over the top. Carroll does not release the ball quick enough. Tucker, the man that was free, is definitely storming down the left-hand side now. Plays it into McGowan, who scored a good goal from the outside of the boot, who himself finds space on that right-hand side. Our right-back is in no man's land twice in a row now. Evans gets on the end of that. Leverett takes it out. Yumby accepts it, hopefully turns and plays it through to Ebanks or goes on his own. He is through the centre. He's being chased down by the centre-back Evans, and Evans gets a foot in. Cousin Dawson recovers, passes it back to their keeper, who's not had the best display, but he traps the ball and will most probably clear it. Up the pitch it goes once again, and we've got no one back. This is a mistake that I made by moving my left back further up. That might be my result tactically. That is my fault. Smith, you're coming back. Watson, I'm going to throw you in centre defensive mid, and we're going to play a bit of a box situation. Ebanks, where can you play? I'm going to keep you there as a bit of a output. Now then, 1 minute to go. Let's not draw this 5-5. We were 3 goals clear. Smith plays it into Watson, and that's a foul. Arneson has taken his anger out there. They are 1 goal away, and hopefully that will be that. Referee, oh, we've got a free kick still. I'd rather this come to nothing. Don't like that there's another replay here. That unnerves me a little bit. Watson, he's wasting a lot of time, which I do appreciate. 19 seconds left, 17 by the time the ball goes in the air. Atkinson, and there's not even a replay from it. What a complete waste, and that is full time. Surely, referee, blow your whistle. There we go. 5-4, good game, good result. Bit unnervy that we conceded that many goals that late on. Our defence is definitely struggling a little bit. Again, I think I don't appreciate Ascenso. I feel like anytime he comes on the pitch, he seems to cause us to be a little bit nervy. Nonetheless, good win. We'll take that. Another 3 points on the board, hopefully moving up to 4th or 3rd. I hadn't taken a look at the table during that match, even though we've only gained 1 in goal difference there. There we are in 3rd place. Buxton, clear at the top. I believe it's 7 wins for Buxton. That must be 7 wins. I think mathematically it's impossible to be anything else. Who did they lose against? It would be good to see. I think we might have lost to Buxton. No, we've not even played them yet. Okay. When do we have them? We have them on the 11th of the 11th, November 11th, and we are away for them, I believe. And then last game of the season, last game of the season. It would be lovely to be battling for that first position towards the last game of the season. However, I am not confident we will be able to maintain the pace that we currently have. Coulson, really pleased with how you played. Scored a good couple goals, couple of volleys. Cannot complain. Let's look at the tactic quickly. Okay, everyone seems to be okay. We've got a game in 4 days against Gloucester. I don't really need to rest the boys, just purely because we are not training full time at the moment, so they'll probably rest themselves somewhat. Yumbi, you had a great game. I'm going to compare you to Yao Silva just to see. I don't think, personally, you statistically look quite as good as Yao Silva. And you're not technically our player. I'm going to say there's a little bit of difference there. Look at the stats. 8 appearances, 1 goal. Yeah. A little bit more defensive and a better tackling. A lot more distance covered by Yumbi. Long shots, long throws, marking and penalty taking, not really important from a winger. Admittedly, though, Yao is only 17. I could keep him as a player to come on off the wing. He's a little bit faster, but I think, Yumbi, you've played yourself into a position there. Out you come, Silva. Yumbi, you come in. And then we are getting close to getting some players back. 6 days for Stevenson, 8 days to 2 weeks for Ben Atkinson. We are looking like we're going to get some players back, and Branson Pickle's only out for 1 to 6 days. We are looking like we are going to come together. However, I'm glad that I made the decision prior to actually seeing the people that are going to be on international duty, because I believe we're losing Yao Silva. Even though he's playing in, the 6th division of English football, Yao Silva is currently in the under-21s team, I believe, for Portugal. So off he goes, and who else have we lost? Who else is on international duty? I cannot recall. Tactics. Load. Yao's gone, and Laban. Goalkeeper is on international duty. Okay, Harry Allen, come in. We've got the Allen back. Defensive. Allen defender, Allen keeper. Work going on, and there's almost no point playing 2 goalkeepers, is there? 4 days returning for him, 5 for him. Branson, I'm going to just put you in the team purely as a filling spot, because there's no point having 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Thankfully, we do get both Yao and Laban back before the start of the next game. However, it'd be nice to have them for Gloucester, as, unsurprisingly, Gloucester aren't a bad team in this division. Good motor services, not quite as good of a football team. However, we will try and see how we stack up with a not second string team, but players missing in quite key positions. Goalkeeper to be the main one. Now, as this loads, we will hopefully, I'm laughing again about the under-18s team, but looking at an under-18s team that says Farsley under-18s, at the moment, the only junior team that we seem to have, if I'm perfectly honest, the only junior team that we have, to my knowledge, is the goalkeeper. We have no one else. We do not have another player in the whole of the junior team. I will quickly check to see the filters. Yeah, everyone should be showing. But alas, no one there. We don't have a manager. We have an assistant manager. Why? Might as well make the assistant manager the main manager. Let's make it. Let's add someone to the recruitment team. Surely, I can't place an advert. Maybe a loan manager would be big. Farsley staff. Who's the under-18 assistant manager? Let's give him a promotion. Got to do it this way, haven't I? Staff. Responsibilities. Staff. I can't recall how to look. Coaching team. Here we go. Not there. All staff. Jody, You got a C license. Let us end contract negotiations. I know I'm trying to make you I'm actually trying to I'm giving you a better offer. Do you want a promotion? Apparently not. Development centre. Let's just under 18s. It's fine. Let's just add some staff. We're gonna add coaches allowed. Place an advert. Coaching. Under 18s manager. There we go. And medical staff. Who cares at the moment? There is just a goalkeeper. Speaking of staff, we probably could do with another scout, which would be nice. We have a performance analyst. We don't need a head one because we're barely doing anything anyway. Back to the inbox. Watson and Atkinson instead of Evans. Don't really want to make that decision. And Asensio is not coming in for Rudy. No, starting for a scout. Brilliant. Okay, on to the Gloucester game. Doesn't matter about a fixture clash. We have one player. Look at this. What is the point? We have, who even is Wilson? He's our goalkeeper and he's playing right wing. What the hell is going? This is why we need a manager. What the hell are you doing? Yeah. No wonder we're doing so poorly there. Oof. We haven't got the money for that. And then Lewis Lucas started on a coaching course. Don't remember signing off on that. But we will accept it for now. We are still live and looking better than we have in previous streams with regards to buffering. We are currently in third place in the league, the Vanarama National North, to play Gloucester. Apologies for the loading time. My setup is not the best. But if anyone is watching at the moment, come say hi. Nice to see that there's anyone in here with me at the moment. I don't expect to be talking to anyone other than the ether at the moment, but I appreciate it if you did want to chat. Moving on, here we go, match day. 2 people still on international duty, but that's okay. We will work without them. It does make our attacking options quite light, so hopefully we'll get ahead early and we will go from there. It's still looking like it's loading for ages. Come on. Painful. Here we go. Some movement down here. There we go. Somehow we drew. I don't know where all of these other players have come from. Don't know any of these guys, but they're all 16. They're below under 18s. Branson Pickle, short of fitness. George Smith is apparently short of fitness. And then Stevenson. Ooh. Stevenson could play 60 minutes. I'm not going to put him in for 60 minutes. What I am going to do is put him in the team and maybe bring him on for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Out you come, in you come. There we go. We've got Pickle and also Stevenson on the bench. There's not much more we can do with that. But here we go. Let's move on to the game. Tactical meeting. Not much more to change the tactics. We're comfy with how we're playing out wide, trying to get in behind their right back and left back, crossing it into the centre where Coulson will hopefully be running in. We had a couple of showcases of that in the last game, and it was good to see that it does pay off. We did score 5 goals, a couple of volleys, but not much XG, so we might have to adjust that play style going forward. We'll see what happens. Dressing room. pick off where you left off last time, lads. As much as 5-4 wins are not the nicest for the heart, again, this isn't Danny Rowe, is it? It's Teddy Rowe. Okay. Danny Rowe, of course, we were looking at him earlier this season. However, his price was a bit too high for us, bit too rich for our blood. Speaking of blood, who will draw first blood today? Let's encourage the lads and try and hit the ground running. Rackford to Durrell. Can we get back and get in front of him? Long ball over. Surely Wright's not getting to the end of that. Well done, Alan. Out to Rowe, and he is not picked up fantastically. Wright is empty, and it's come off the crossbar. I can't tell if that was a fantastic save or a very, very lucky result there. Long ball over. Coulson doesn't get on the end of it. Leverett picks it up. Plays a ball. He does not. He keeps running with it. Turns to find some space. A long crossover to Coulson, who does not get on the end of it. However, Carroll, our right back, instantly straight back into the centre of the pitch, and Leverett gets on the end of it. Can he score? Puts it in the left side. Just sneaks it within the post. Leverett, a fantastic finish, and some great play there from the team. 1-0, 5.5 minutes in. This is a good start to the game. Love to see it. Bit nervous about their left back and their right winger already having a pretty good game, but we will hopefully, even with 0.14 XG, hopefully be able to do something about it. Seem to be dropping a few frames here. Atkinson plays it through to Ebanks. Ebanks, oh, misses towards the left. We are dropping quite a few frames. Heck. What I'm going to do is try and change this. Rowe on the right hand side. Plays a long ball over Parker. Masambo gets on the end of it, and hopefully we'll track down Parker a little bit more. McGrory out to Rowe, into Smile, and he's put a smile on the face of the Gloucester fans because he's put it in the back of the net. Unfortunately for us, we are not quite as happy. Not the best result for us. 1-1 is the scoreline. Farsley Celtic versus Gloucester. 20 minutes in, and they've definitely had a slightly better start to the game. They've got a lot more possession, which might be something that we look to exploit. They have a lot of possession. Look to work on going forward, because at the moment we are not doing enough with it. Going to encourage the lads again. Smith plays it into Leverett. Leverett out to Evans. Into Atkinson. Tries to turn the corner. Plays it out to Carroll. Carroll long ball into Yumby. Yumby rises like a salmon. Second goal of the season for Yumby. And a great result for us. That is 2-1. Encourage the lads to keep going. Try and push for that third goal. And we will keep going from there. I'm going to try and solve the issue that we've got at the moment of some lagging, but a long ball over, and Yumby scores a great header. It's nice to see him getting on the score sheet, and that's 2-1 against Gloucester. It's a good start to this game. I mean, first half is almost over already. Actually, we're still 3 points behind Buxton, who actually look to only be drawing at the moment. Is that right? Yeah, they won their first 7. I think they lost their first game and then won the next 7, so they are definitely drawing right now. 48th minute, and that's half time. Well done, lads. A good half. Yes, we're a little bit low on XG, but we are looking like the more capable of scoring. I'm happy with the performance. I would like a little bit more possession, but that's not something I'm going to push too much more for at the moment if we are winning. Back underway and see where the focus of their attack is definitely coming more centrally, which we're not surprised about. That tends to be where we're trying to push people, especially when we are playing counter-attacking and playing quite wide. Looking like 60 minutes is going to roll around without much issue. Or is it? 57. Looking okay. Coulson's not had quite as impactful of a game this week. I am not going to praise the lads just in case. Don't want to change their mentality in any way, but what I will do for the last 20 minutes, I'm going to bring on our star man, Dale Stevenson. Yes, he's been injured for the last 3-4 weeks. I think he had an MCL injury, but he is going to come on and hopefully see out the end of this match. There he is. Out comes Ebanks, who's not had the best game. Stevenson, I believe, is mainly a striker, but he plays on the left and the right as well as a winger. And are we going to do anything else? Branson Pickle could get a little bit of a run out, but I don't think he needs it. Smith is struggling on that side, so maybe Asenso comes in and plays where Tom Allen currently is on that left-hand side. However, I'm nervous because Asenso, whenever he seems to play, seems to concede. So let's see if he can finally keep a clean sheet, even though we've conceded one ourselves. Let's see if Asenso can keep a clean sheet. That is the important thing now. No more goals conceded is the target. And even further on that is Stevenson not getting injured. It would be nice to keep him somewhat injury-free going forward. Okay. Almost 15 minutes left in this game. They brought on Hanks. Hanks and Smile in the midfield to try and control it for them. But Hanks is really tired himself. I'm amazed they brought on someone so tired. That will hopefully help us with a couple of substitutes that we had ourselves. I don't want us to hit early crosses because that's against our current game plan. Pinchard on the corner, near post, and it's Duffus has just put it over the left-hand side. We are all good. Moving on. Farsley 2, Gloucester 1. This will be a great result again to push us towards second in the table, I believe. I will quickly check league table. Have Buxton have scored and are winning, as are Scarborough Athletic, SAFC. Damn. Keeps us in third, but keeps us in the ballpark. Unless Pinchard puts it in. Alan, what are you doing? Backup goalkeeper. Oh, Hanks almost gets me into that as well. Our backup goalkeeper. There's a reason you're a backup. That was unnerving at the best of times. Again, defensively, Smile puts a cross in and Carroll gets back on the end of it. Carroll, get out to him, get out to him, get out to him. No. Rose on the end of it, and it's gone in. Damn. Teddy Rowe, probably not related to Danny Rowe. However, Danny Rowe turning us down earlier in the season means that hurts a little bit more. Let's get people running, and I don't care about us playing set pieces. 2-2 against Gloucester. It would have been nice to eke out that win, but not the case, sadly. Might put us on a slightly more positive and encourage the lads once again, but let's be honest, that's probably the end of that. 91st minute ticks by, 92nd ticks by, and there's nothing else coming from it. That is a draw. Ouch. Okay, well, we've definitely lost the pace of the starting strikers there, but hopefully we can make it back. The starting strikers, the leading teams in the league at the moment, but hopefully we can make that back. It was a fantastic team goal to start it off, however, we couldn't maintain it. 9 games played, 17 points, almost 2 points a game, which would be the target. But Gloucester have not quite gotten the better of us, but they have indeed taken a point. Blythe managed to get 2 late goals on to draw against Chester, which keeps Blythe keeps Blythe in the 11 points and puts Chester slightly lower than they probably expected at the beginning of the season. Buxton, of course, scored despite a late resurgence from Scunthorpe, and Scarborough 2-0 win against Brackley, who I believe are bottom of the table, and I also believe we did not beat. So, yeah, there you go. No, we haven't played Brackley. I thought we'd lost to Brackley. It must have been someone else that I was imagining. Anyway, moving on, 2-2. At least we get our goalkeeper and the substitute winger back, and we will see where we go from there. This is only going to be a bit of a short stream today. I might only play for another half an hour or so, but as it goes at the moment, Farsley Celtic not doing too bad. We can definitely move from where we were. Bear in mind the media expectations was 22nd. We are looking good to finish at least in that top half. Obviously, 46 games in total, so we have another 39 to play. 37 to play, I think. So we have a lot of games and a lot of minutes to survive until then. Good performance from Rowe, which I can't say I'm surprised about. It seems that anyone with that last name seems to do well in lower leagues. Moving on, 2 guys back from international. Hopefully they performed well, and hopefully they've got on a pitch first of all. However, we will see. I've just spotted second qualifying round for the FA Cup coming up. It'd be good to try and get a bit of a cup run going, purely for the amount of money that it would earn us. However, I know we're entering at quite lower stage, so we'll see who we do get to face. Hopefully we can try and get into the FA Cup proper, but we will see. Just seen Willie BFM, thank you for following. I don't know if you're still in the chat and still listening or watching, but really appreciate the follow. You are only ever my second follower, so that means the world to me. Thank you, and I will definitely check you out. I presume with the FM at the end of your name, you also potentially play Football Manager, so I will definitely check out a stream of yours going forward. And there's some good news. Darren Stevenson has come back. He is apparently match fit, but a sports scientist is required to provide match fitness, and we don't have a sports scientist. That is probably something I have spotted this, but first we're going to get a sports scientist. Can we get a sports scientist? Will they allow it? Head of sports science over here is where we're looking for a sports scientist. Add sports scientist to us. There we go. Back to the inbox. Moment of truth. Oh, who would we be our preferred opponent? Let's view the draw. 160 teams. Heck. What we're going to do is we're going to advance to our team and hope we come up in the first. Here we go. So there are 135 more teams to play. It'd be good to either get a very, very low level team, or alternatively get one of the bigger names and try and knock them out. I'm looking at you, Chester. I'm looking at you, Buxton. And here we go. So, Farsley Celtic at home against Lancaster. Lancaster, who I believe are our old rivals. There was a rivalry with us in the past. However, we did get a notification early on that we were no longer rivals, despite the White Rose versus Red Rose battle that apparently we originally had. Lancaster, playing in the Northern Premier League, are definitely a league lower than us at least, but we will take that. Now I will go and just skip, advance to the end. But us versus Lancaster is a fantastic draw for us. That will hopefully bring in a decent crowd and will definitely have a good chance against the semi-pro outfit. That is Lancaster City, my old home. I went to university in Lancaster, so it's nice to see them re-arise themselves in this save. Louis Beckett apparently possesses a fair amount of pace. can be a left back, a left mid, can be a centre mid. So that's nice to have some position support there. I think we've got to offer him a trial for a week. Just see how he trains, see how he does. He was on Hull's books, so he might be a little star for us at this league level. And then, we're still looking at the scouting update to see if we can bring anyone else in. We do, of course, need a goalkeeper that is willing to be our main goalkeeper going forward. And a good striker, backup striker would be lovely to see as well. Jaden Ferguson isn't that bad. He has played a couple games for Blythe, but I just think it's not quite what we're looking for, sadly. Harry Kendrick, I can't remember if we didn't look at you already, but again, do we want to bring in a keeper? If we have a chance to bring in anyone, do we want to bring in a keeper? I think not. Did play for Scunthorpe. Gossi Nte? Not sure. Gossi, we're going to call you. Gossi. Scunthorpe. Yeah, you played for Scunthorpe, Rochdale Steel. And Peterborough. You had a lot of games for Peterborough. Tell you what, lad. We'll see. We need a backup left back. Don't really want you to be a star player, sorry. I don't want to improve the midfield yet. I'll allow you. No. Remove and exclude. We'll see how much you want. You're probably going to want 500-600 quid, yeah. 425 and we can offer you 20. Yeah, I haven't thought this through all that well. We haven't got enough money. Damn. Let's just walk away. As much as I'd like him, we have 0 funds and we have committed quite a lot. Can't do either of those really. Would like to get a senior affiliate. This is the most important thing for us. Extra income. And they're still saying no. The senior affiliate, that would be the one thing that would be the best for us right now as Louis Beckett comes in as a left winger on loan. We may not be able to do much with him. We may not be able to sign him, but he might be a good one to look out for in the future. Definitely losing some frames here again, sadly. Definitely lost some frames. We are, oh yeah, still lagging a little bit. I don't know if there's much I can do about that for now. So what I might do is make this Lancaster game the last game of this stream. A little bit smaller to try and help decrease the chat size as well. Not that that's going to make much difference at the moment because we don't get many chatters. We are definitely struggling with a lot of frames, and I might, yeah, we'll see what happens. Beckett's come in. Question from BBC Radio Leeds. Don't really want to answer that question purely because of the struggles that we have financially. Let us continue. A little bit of training, some attacking, match focus before the Lancaster game, which again, as I've just said, will be the last game of this stream. We have been going for just under an hour. It's probably just over an hour by the time we finish. And hello to VE115511. I'm doing great. Currently in a Farsley Celtic save at the moment. How are you? And we've been rejected to get a sports scientist. This is probably an important thing for this team going forward. Happy with the number of sports scientists currently working in your team. So 0. Brilliant. Ben Atkinson is still not back from injury, but hopefully will be in the next few days. Probably won't get on for the Lancaster game. However, someone that might come on for the Lancaster game is Dale Stevenson. Our star player might be able to come back. Yao is also back from international duty, as is Laban. Let's get him on the pitch because I do not want to see Alan ever playing for us again after that poor keeping showing. Stevenson, how are you doing? We are currently in the National League North, so literally you've joined as only the second or third stream of this save. So we have just started with Farsley Celtic. The media estimation was us to be 22nd down with Hereford here at the moment. However, we are third. We are 7 points off the top, but Buxton look to be a bit of a powerhouse in this league at the moment. So we are trying. Admittedly, I was aiming for top half. At the moment, I think aiming for potentially a playoff place would be the aim going forward, but we will see. We admittedly weren't able to bring in many players due to tight restrictions on funding. So the only player that we actually did bring in was Ty Ebanks, who I might even take off for Dale Stevenson in this game because he's not quite performed as well recently. So Stevenson's coming back on as a right winger. Yumbi I'm going to play because he's been playing well. Branson Pickle, I'd like to get back on the pitch, even though he looks slightly worse than Evans. He performed amazingly well when he was playing and has that green link to Atkinson. Apart from that, I guess we should probably put on a sub-keeper if we have the spot, but I might just leave it there otherwise. Let us carry on. We are only 2 days away from that Lancaster game. Again, these are rivals that we had in the past, but we lost that rivalry due to them being so low down in the league system. So, hopefully this will be a bit of a resurgence of a rivalry. Hopefully it won't cause any issues with injuries or cards or some heavy tackles going in, but we will see. And match prep doesn't matter. We'll try. Do we want to play a rotated team? As much as it would interest me, I would rather not, purely because I think it would be important for us to try and get some money by getting through the next few rounds of the FA Cup. It'd be nice to get in the FA Cup proper. There's still 160 teams in the qualifying round at the moment. Obviously that gets cut to 80 after Saturday, but we will see. Third round draw. Do we end the stream with seeing the draw, or do we end the stream and start the next one by looking at the draw? That is maybe a decision that you can make for me, the numerous numbers. This is my first ever save that I'm streaming. It's not my first ever save. My first ever save was with Forest Green 4 years ago, and I brought them up from a similar league to this all the way up to winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League, and then completely imploding. I admittedly made some issues with contracts, lost a lot of players, and absolutely plummeted on the year after we won the Premier League. I think we finished 7th, and yes, we won the Champions League. We were in the Champions League the next season, but I think we got knocked out in the round of 16. So just trying to document, reason I'm streaming, trying to document another momentous rise from a team down from the lower leagues all the way up to the upper echelons of England. But yeah, this is my first time streaming. This is, well, only second or third stream, so it's still struggling. My equipment's not great, but I'm having a good time doing it at the moment. And thank you for joining me on the ride. And here we go, on to match day, Saturday, 16th of September. Fitness test, Pickle's ready to go. Ben Atkinson isn't ready yet. Darren Stevenson has got 75 minutes in him, which we're definitely going to make the most of, especially in a game against lower league opposition that are Lancaster City. Let's go more positive for this game. Why not? And yeah, that's the most important thing, is having fun. Again, my equipment's not great. I have no experience doing this, but I'm having fun playing and seeing what happens. And if I can record these streams and have a bit of a, I don't know, some form of, I guess a recording of all the way from the bottom all the way to top to potentially re-look at in the future and enjoy, that's all I'm doing it for. I didn't expect to have any viewers, let alone 3 followers so far this stream, and yourself coming in and having a bit of a chat. So yeah, really appreciate it. And up the Farsley Celtic against Lancaster City. Here we go. We're favourites for a reason, and what I'm going to do is give some strikers, expecting to see some quality finishing. You can indeed come in with a tip, please. And we'll go straight into kickoff. Skip this and get straight into it. Come on, lads. Give some encouragement to start the game. We are 7 minutes in and not got as much possession as I would have liked. Learned the hard way that the best thing is to just sell a player when they want to move. Yep, I had that issue in the Forest Green save. I had a Greek centre back called Costa Boinkidis that I rejected a £120 million move for, and then 6 months later he said that he wanted to leave, and that was it. Put in a transfer request, and then the most money that I could get for him was about 30-40 million. I kept rejecting it, hoping that he would come back and hoping that he would change his mind. He did not. Ended up selling him on a free, and that's when we started plummeting. So yes, definitely best thing to do is to just sell a player. The club atmosphere is more important than one single player. Okay, I hadn't thought about the club atmosphere too much on that. Yeah, that definitely will impact people, so that's interesting. I will definitely take that on going forward. Hopefully we won't get any players that particularly want to leave, but if we do come to that, and I'm sure we will, I would definitely keep that in mind, because yeah, atmosphere, especially in these lower leagues, I think is super important, because as soon as the ball gets rolling, getting that confidence up is probably super important. We are now 26 minutes in and we've not had much attacking threat. Misambo gets the ball out to Stevenson. Again, our star player, a long header over to Coulson, who takes it down brilliantly and puts it round to Silva Mendes. 8th goal of the season for Michael Coulson. A great assist from Darren Stevenson, who has just come back from injury. And that is 1-0. Sometimes it takes time to get a good atmosphere. Yeah, at the moment, we have a poor atmosphere at Farsley Celtic, despite outperforming every stat that we expected. And despite scoring fantastic goals such as this, Coulson with another half volley into the bottom right-hand side, our atmosphere is poor, which is amazing. And yeah, stream is lagging. Okay, I'm not surprised. Equipment has been poor, and I think as my equipment heats up, it seems to lag more. No, it's almost definitely not you. I think this might have to be the end of the stream for that reason. I will finish this match definitely though, and we'll come back tomorrow, but I will have a look to see if I can improve the drop frames, but I'm not sure. If you can see it, we've got a corner. Misambo puts it over the top of the bar, and yeah, I can see on the stream manager I've got here that I'm dropping a lot of frames, so I apologize for that. If you have any tips on how to improve that, let me know as well, because that is something that I am struggling with. It was fine in the menu, it's just during the match. It's intriguing. Maybe I should try and see if I can reduce. I mean, at the moment I can't do much of it. Like, I could go into the preferences and try and change it via there. But if anything, I could try and decrease the graphics quality a little bit, and try and make the frame rate a little bit better. I tell you what, I'll just throw it at 30 and try and keep it there, and we'll see if that does anything. Let me know if that improves. However, that does require us to get another. Oh, there you go. It does require us to get another highlight. Malachi Maiden. Don't know how many leagues I have on. Not many. Again, because my equipment's not great, I haven't done too many. But Malachi Maiden. Tell you what I'm going to do is, I think if I go into the dressing room, I might be able to actually look straight away. Tell you what, let's look for him now. Mikhail, I'm saying that wrong. Mikhail Maiden or Madden. Searching whether or not this is good. Yeah, no results found. I may not have his league up. Do you know what league he was in? Be intriguing to see. I could adjust that and try and see if I can get him in for the next stream. Admittedly, our finances are poor, but I will have a look and I'll definitely keep that in mind. Mikhail Maiden. on to the second half. We are only 1-0 up. But tell you what, oh, here we go. We've got some play going. The band holds onto it. Norwegian Second League. Heck, okay, I don't currently have that that league available, but purely for you, I'm going to have a look. I will try and add it after this game, have a look, do the draw. And Coulson, heck, been distracted too much by a Norwegian second division player to even be looking at the team playing at the moment itself, but 2-0 into the back of net. Well done to Coulson. A calm, simple finish and a good through ball from Yumbi, I believe. I mean, he's still running. It's a great run from Yumbi. Lovely little cross, and Coulson puts it in. So, sometimes a free agent, Norwegian second division, I will definitely, depending on when you start, okay, I will definitely have a bit of a look. I will finish this game and then have a gander more deeply to try and get him in. What position does he play? Do you know? Hartis on the ball in the centre of the field for Lancaster, plays it out to Kennedy, but Smith intercepts it and plays it back to Allen. Allen out to Yumbi, who hopefully will have another amazing snaky run going forward, but it's been interrupted by Clare. Back to Bove, out to Heartless. And I'm a bit nervous about how open their main striker is. McKinns. Laban holds on to it. Our keeper on loan from Everton. I want to say Slovakian or Slovenian international, but I need to check that. I think it was Slovenia. Under 21s international, that being. Centre mid and centre attacking mid. Okay. The game still lags, but it's only when they play. Why is that? Okay. I will work that out. Yeah, you're right. I can see it on my manager as well. I will have to change that. And we've conceded. Gary McKinns has scored. Go back to preferences and again try and even worsen the quality further. We might go very low graphics quality. I want the frame rate to be 30, but let's go to 25 to see if we can even get that. Render quality, what else do I need to change? I don't suppose you know what else I need to change. Let's edge detail, everything's on low or off. Speed to process other teams' matches. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I could do other than that. It might just have to be a capability of my laptop, annoyingly. But we'll confirm it and see if that helps. Luckily, graphics don't. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter that much in FM, but it would be nice if you guys could actually see it without it lagging massively. Admittedly, it's not super smooth on my screen anyway. But 2-1, 65th minute in, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off Stevenson, even though he's had a good game, just because I want to protect him going forward. Ebanks comes in. I'm going to also take off Mr. Branson Pickle. If you weren't here, I presume you haven't seen any of the previous ones, but we had Branson Pickle, whose name was, I want to say, Kyle Branson. He scored an absolute screamer against Ipswich Town in a pre-season friendly. He scored the first goal for us against anyone, and as I'm doing this, we have scored in the background. I've completely missed that, but it looks as if Yumbi scored a great goal. Or is it? No. Someone else is celebrating on his knees. It's Coulson. Shouldn't be surprised. Let's have a look at what that was. A good cross in and then headed back out to Stevenson. Has he done one final thing? A good cross into Coulson. There you go. Good time to take Stevenson off then with an assist, and Coulson with a great header. Well done, lads. Definitely confirm those changes. Get the two injured players off for a bit. I know Watson's a little bit unhappy with being brought on. Let's see why. Would have preferred to stay on the bench. It was that he just didn't want to play. I know it's not the most interesting game against Lancaster, but come on, you've got to be happy to get on the pitch, or you're not going to want to play, or I'm not going to want to play you in the future. Here we go. I praised the lads. Watson's still annoyed, but Yumbi and Coulson are elated. I might take Yumbi off for the last 10 minutes just to get Yao on Yao Silva, our Portuguese winger, a few more minutes. Yumbi plays it inside, and that wasn't a foul. Coulson's got on the end of it. He crosses it into Ebanks, and a tap-in goal for Ebanks. Whilst that plays out in the background, out comes Yumbi, in comes Yao, and confirm that sub. Let's get the last attacking playing option on the pitch. Is it still quite as laggy, VE, or is it slightly better since I've made that almost as worst graphics as I physically can? I also don't know how bad what is the quality of the stream with regards to. I was going to say, I'm guessing it's not going to be 720p. It might be just as bad as 360 at the moment, but I'd be intrigued to see if you are still watching. If you could let me know what you're watching it at, just to see if it's actually enjoyable seeing it at such a low quality. 87th minute gone. A little bit less. Okay, still laggy. I will try and see if I can do anything about that going forward. If not, I might just have to either buy some equipment or deal with the fact that I might be doing it for my own enjoyment, because it's not cheap to buy better equipment, and I think an external GPU might be expensive, but we will see. Anyway, 4-1, great goal from Coulson to get his hat trick. Happy that Ebanks got a tap-in goal as well. Nice of him to come off the bench and get something. 22 shots, 10 on target, 3.7 XG, 1 goal from Lancaster, and once again we are winning. Well done, good win. Continue on, and let's see where we are at. Yeah, the quality isn't bad, it's just FM. Yeah, it's never going to be particularly good quality, is it? Let's see if FM 20, I guess it's going to be 26, see if FM 26 is going to be any good, and hopefully it'll be a higher quality, but it will definitely make it harder to stream, so we'll see. I can tell that I'm starting to struggle a little bit now. Even the background music is struggling. May also get an Ethernet cable sorted out so we can try and get the Wi-Fi to be directly to the laptop instead of going through wireless at the moment like I am. We are really struggling. Let's see if that does anything to help. I think we are still online, but only just, because we are definitely struggling over here at the moment. Welcome to anyone else that has joined. We are currently waiting for a media reaction to our 4-1 win for Farsley Celtic against Lancaster City. Your first save on FM26 with SK Bran, men's and women's team. Yeah, I'm super excited for the women's teams to come in next, well, hopefully in the next edition. I know that was something that they promised for FM25, but we'll see if they follow through on that. But that'll be great. SK Bran, I want to say